What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I am so far. My name's Darren. I'm with B&H Railroad. Well, today's episode is going to be a little different. A couple people have been asking where I'm going with the layout, what exactly is going to happen. So we're just going to give you guys a little overview, and we'll go from there. That's strange. Shouldn't have anybody. Light's not on. Let's find out. Hello. Oh, Lord.
Hey, how's it going? I heard you had a nice little setup over here. I figured you'd give me a tour of this nice little railroad you got. What do you say, Sonny?
And you are?
Name's Titanium Chester. Call me TC for short. Now let me in.
Well, Titanium, come on in, buddy.
Well, I must say, it's kind of a nice looking layout. Kind of junked up in here, but you young kids nowadays, y'all just do what you want. You got no respect. I got an elderly man over here trying to walk around in this craptastic place.
Well, I mean, it is my layout room, not yours, TC.
Well, and only one person can call me TC, and you're not it, buddy. I must say, though, it is a nice looking layout so far.
Well, TC, I do appreciate that, and I know you said I couldn't call you that, but you want to come in here and kind of call my stuff craptastic and all, so I'm gonna call you what I want, especially you're in my house now, well, my shed now, but still.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's get this show on the road then, huh? I got places to be, and I gotta soak my dentures. Well, so what we got here? A mess, I tell you. Look at that. All messed up. I got some track laid. Woohoo! I bet you want an attaboy, don't you?
I'm gonna throw you out on your butt in a minute, buddy. Come in here and gonna be disrespecting me like that in my house. Alright, so let's get at it. Well, starting with the workstation here. As you can see, not much has changed there, but eventually that will change. And I plan on doing a video on that, exactly how I'm going to utilize that space. And we'll touch on that here in the next couple weeks. So, getting on to the interesting stuff. This scene here, we're going to call this the old country scene. There will be a working gas station with a road that comes down here that will eventually probably tie into where the yard's going to go. The yard will be all the way back. I think it's about 12 feet, so that'll be a pretty good size yard. But this country station here, or there'll be a country gas station here, and then there'll be an old country store that's basically just falling down, just out of service, and has been for several years. And then there will be an old abandoned rail line right here. The rails will be beat up pretty badly. The tires will be missing, so that'll be neat. So I'm actually looking forward to that scene. So this scene over here, not really much is going on. As you can see, I've got a curve, or not a curve turnout. I've got a turnout here, and that will lead back into that section back there, which will be a gas plant. So I'll have a couple tracks there for my tanker cars. Now up right before this curve, there is a turnout, and that just runs to the siding that I have up here. And it's not in place yet, and that's just because I wanted to get the main line in. But that runs down, and then we'll eventually connect back to the main line. Where that drill is sitting, I will have my cement plant right there. And so part of the backdrop will be including the cement structures and all of that. But I will actually have, I can't remember what the kit was called, but I do have an actual kit that will go there. So that'll be a neat little thing. Just on that, and I wanted to kind of keep this line, this section here really clean, just more scenery than anything, so that's why there's not a lot going on in this area here. Now, with that being said, I've got a lot of real estate on the right side of this track, so I thought about maybe putting a river, maybe just all scenery, just, grass and trees. That's what I mean by the scenery. I'm not really sure what I want to do there yet, so if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. So walking down to this curved section here. So between the two sections, between the second level here and this level here, between the rails, there's about 5 inches back. So with that being said, this is all going to be one big hillside. So this will be unused space, which I'm okay with that. It'll be all covered trees and maybe a little bit of rock faces here and there, because I'm kind of going for Western Maryland, the Blue Ridge theme. So as you can remember a few videos back, this was going to be the scrapyard area. Well, I've scrapped that, and the reason why I don't think it was going to look right, and I wanted to make sure that the trains and the track and everything was just, the track was proper, the trains are going to run right, and I felt like I was going to cram too much in this, and so I just backed off of that. So with this, it's going to end up going to be a mobile home park. So there'll be a level here, and then there'll be a road that kind of goes upgrade here, comes back around, and there'll be another level up here. So there will be 2 levels separating it, but that will blend into the scenery, because this back here will be kind of like a hillside road, and then a tree line, which will come this way, because all of this will be closed in, because the port going for the reversing section will be here, or not the port, the tunnel portal will be right here. So that'll all be closed in, and then that will kind of follow this curved area, and like I said, all of this will be built up with rocks and trees, and then of course I'll have the mobile home park there. So that's what we're going to be doing there. This section here, I'm not really sure. I thought about bumping this out, because I believe it or not, I have 4 feet, a little over 4 feet from the face of this bench work to the face of that bench work. So I have a lot of space here that I could bump this out 6 to 8 inches if I wanted to. And the reason why I was thinking that, bump this out 6 to 8 inches, and then I could pull off the main line, and then have my intermodal yard here, have my crane sit here, and then a couple tracks going this way, and then the crane could run the way it needs to run to unload the cars. So that's what I'm thinking in this area. Let me know what you guys think. So we're going to kind of jump around here to this other side real quick of the coal mine area. So starting over here, probably right in this area right here, there'll be a turnout that'll go off this way, and that will be basically where the track will come around like so, off the main line, come down around, and it'll kind of circle back around itself like that. And this will unfortunately be a reversing section, but I'm okay with that. And it'll go through here, and it'll go between these 2 studs here, and then it'll tie back into the main line. And the reason why I wanted to do that is for a couple different reasons. The first reason is I think it's just going to make a really neat scene, because I'm going to have a divider here. So this will be a hillside here, a hillside there, so it'll look like the train is running through a valley, which is really neat. And then plus I do plan on doing another abandoned track scene here, to where it looks like there used to be a crossing here with track, so that once this is all built up, I'll have that track into place and it'll be abandoned, because I have got an old turnout that's broken. So I was like, hey, why not? I can still use it. So that's what's going to be there. And the reason I'm doing it like this is it's going to be a pull-through coal loading facility. And then the coal mine will be here, and it'll be some big conveyors and all, and this will be part of it here, and then over there will be part of it. So I'll have a small plant over there, another plant here, and then a couple conveyors. So I'll eventually post up some of the pictures of how I plan on doing it exactly, but I think it's going to look really neat. And then probably the coal loading facility will be right here, so the trains will pass through, get loaded, and then they'll come through. The reason I'm having them come in this way and going around is because when they come out, they're going to jump back on the main and then go back around, come back in behind us where we just went over, and then come back in where the cement plant is, come back around, and then that's going to start its climb back up. So that's going to give me the most distance for that locomotive and that train to run all the way up around the layout, getting up to the second level. So that's why I've done that like that. I'm really excited about that. That's what I really wanted, and I'm going to have exactly what I want there. So I'm happy with that. So not much really is happening on this here. It's just going to be a lot of scenic stuff. There will be a separation here between the 2 levels, and that'll just basically be a rock face with vegetation and all. So nothing major, but just to break it up. And then, of course, over here, this piece here will come across, and then all of this will be closed off because this will be a part of the mountain, and there'll be a tunnel portal here. Now what I am waiting for is I'm waiting for my well car to come in with the containers so I can get my exact measurements, so I know how much height or how high I have to go up, which is roughly 3.5. But I just want to make sure, because I did end up putting in my road bed here, which I think a couple videos ago I didn't have the road bed because I was accommodating for everything, but I ended up with a kink back that way, and I didn't really want to have to use the scenic risers that I had, so I just put the road bed in and everything works fine. So now one thing to mention is this sub road bed will be cut down in width, probably 4 inches, so to take 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 off. So that'll be a little bit narrower going through there, and that's great, because what I'm thinking about, and this is where I'm not really sure yet, either this is going to be a engine facility, which is part of this yard, this entire stretch over here is all yard, or it's going to be a town with the engine facility in this area here. And that's what I'm not really sure yet. I think the town would look really neat here. I could add a lot. I could add a couple different rows. With the train running in the background, I think that would look really neat. And then plus what I was going to do is put a crossing there, go across and have a couple more buildings at an angle, and then the road going straight back to that corner there. So let me know what you think. I've got a couple ideas there, just not really sure what I want to do. Now, if I did it that way, that would extend the yard. That's if I put the engine facility there. That would extend the yard out a little bit more, but if I did decide to do the town there and the engine facility here, then my yard would be shortened to about 11 feet to 10.5 feet probably, and then I would have my yard ladder going this way, which would tie back into the main line, so I'd be able to enter the yard from either direction, and that's what I wanted. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not really sure exactly how I want to do it, so if you guys and gals have any suggestions, let me know. And don't mind the mess. As you can see, we're housing things for my son's birthday. He's got himself a new little playhouse, which we can, whenever we go to Target, this is his major thing that he plays with. So we got him that, which he has no clue what it is, which is funny, but because he's seen it a couple times now and he just has no interest in it right now. So once it's put together, that should be interesting. So that's pretty much the overview on the first level. The second level, I'm not really going to touch much on, just because it's really non-existent right now, other than this section here. This is the only section that's going to be at a grade, and the entire framework is at grade. This upper section will have no risers at all. It will be plywood and then a 1-inch foam on top, and then I'll go from there. So whatever I need to do with scenery and stuff there, it'll be a little easier to do. I have all of this space up here as well. Now this is probably just going to be a long scenic drag, if you will. Not much going on there. And then this here will all be level all the way around, even when it connects back up here to be level. Now this section up here, when it comes back around the peninsula on the top level, will be where the power plant's going to be. But as of right now, that's the only known facility that's going to be up here. Everything else is really unknown. So I have plenty of opportunities for, I could do another yard, I could do the intermodal yard, I could do, just so much I could do with the second level. But let me know what you guys and gals think. Sorry, I haven't really been doing a lot of update videos. I really haven't had a lot of time. With summer coming, with my son's birthday, we've been ramped up for that, trying to get the yard cleaned up and just getting everything where we need to go. So, really the only update I really have, and I'm not going to get much into it because I do want to save it for the update, but as you can see, I got a little bit more track laid. So, alright guys and gals, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you liked the intro this time, and have a good weekend, guys.